We now continue a KWWL Special Report. It's no doubt that high schoolers today face different issues than most of us faced years ago. A few days ago, I spoke with local high schoolers about school shootings, what's trending online, and drug use. Now we continue the conversation, starting with the topic of acceptance, according to students. Do you feel like you can be yourself, or do you feel like you have to mold into what everybody expects you to be?
Some classes, I feel much more like myself. Other ones, I am a completely different person, and I hate it. When I walk around in the hallway, I'm not myself. And that is not to put any blame on the school or anything like that. It is just a different world. Being in a high school with large amounts of people around you and different opinions, you do kind of have to follow a certain order.
To fit in.
To, not even to fit in, to blend in.
You can pretty much be whoever you are, but as Parker said, when you're walking around in the hall, you usually tend to stay a little bit more quiet because you just kind of want to blend in.
Along with blending in, I think it's something that people want to do because of the judgment. There's just so much judgment out there, and it's kind of all in your mental strength is, you know, are you able to take that judgment if somebody's going to give it to you?
Finally, I asked you, the viewer, on our Facebook page what you wanted to know from current students, and overwhelmingly, the comments focused on bullying. With a show of hands, has anybody in here been bullied? And then with a show of hands, would anybody admit to actually bullying somebody?
Yeah, probably.
No, I think so.
Why do you think, in general, people bully?
When someone bullies another person, it makes them feel better, especially if they can make it into a situation where everybody else is laughing with that person at someone, because then it kind of elevates them and it makes them feel like powerful.
I think it makes people feel better in the fact that like it's like an act of revenge. Now I don't usually see people going up and just making fun of any random person. It's somebody that they've had something happen with before.
Does anybody ever step in? Is there too much fear there?
Yeah. So I've had that happen to me, and I did that. I did go to a counselor. One of the counselor's answers was that we just shouldn't talk to each other, and that was how it ended. I also do know of other situations where people have been bullied, where they went to an administrator and things did happen. So it's not everybody, and it's not every situation that, oh, administrators are never going to do anything. It never happens, because that's not the truth.
And I think it's hard for them to do anything about it, because if you don't have anyone that's going to come with you and vouch for you, they don't really have any evidence.
Anybody else? Any general thoughts on bullying?
Bullying is anything that makes someone feel uncomfortable and like unaccepted, and makes them feel like less than who they are.
A big thank you to the 9 students who took part in this story. I greatly appreciate your honesty and openness. Now, I also asked them many more questions. Some of those questions are actually from you, the viewers, from a thread that I posted about this story on our Facebook page. You can find all of their answers under the story on our website, KWWL.com. Abby Turpin, News 7, KWWL.